Never. इनका प्लास्टिक सर्जरी रेफरेंस हो गया कि नहीं?
Hi everyone, we have joined, but we have to wait for 5 minutes because I think by mistake we have sent the wrong group. Sorry, what we say, the wrong link to the participant. We are resolving this matter and we'll be starting just in 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Just give us 5 minutes. We are just joining back and hi everyone, we have. Kalpesh sir and Mahendra sir, you are on unmute. Now you are co-host. So we'll just take 2 more minutes. That's all.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Hello, Fatima. Welcome. Adit sir, we are having our guest also, Fatima from UAE.
Oh, she has joined already.
Yeah,
Okay,
sir.
great. I
Yeah.
will. I'll just tell my team to make her co-host. Mariam, Dholfar, right? Is she that?
Yeah, she.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay. Great. She is our co-host now. We made it.
Oh, and now Natasha is also, I communicated with her. She is also about to join.
She is also joining. I just talked to her in the morning. She told she will be joining exactly
Yeah.
at 7 p.m. and for half an hour.
Right.
So she has some doctor's appointment. We have to give her the
No
chance
issue, no
at
issue.
sharp 7.
So I think we can start, sir.
Yes, definitely, sir. In a minute, we will start. Just in a minute. Because we have to, send all the emails and all the messages again.
So by the time what we can do, sir?
Yes, sir.
Fatima is there, so we can have some interaction with Fatima. I will continue by the time you continue with this emails and all these things, so that
Sure, sir, sure. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
let's make Fatima's session first, and then yours would be there, and then Natasha will be joining, right?
Yes, surely, sir. I was having a basic concept. I will just get 5 minutes, I mean,
Oh, sure. No.
to complete. Yeah.
Right.
That's okay with rest of the people, I think. Okay, so yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. Good evening. That kind of technical glitches happen, and that is the only disadvantage I believe we have
Yes.
in online learnings. That is the only disadvantage I always feel we have in the online learnings. Otherwise, everything is perfectly fine. So, all the people who are left behind or not, getting the link, new link, they can join from the YouTube because YouTube link was perfectly correct. So, that's okay. We'll share the recordings with all who are unable to join us today. So, guys, today, let me start with the today's session. Today, as I have told you yesterday itself, that we will be discussing something new, something which we have not discussed yesterday, and that is our what that is about international pharmacy licensing exams. Okay, that is pharmacy licensing exams, right? And in Conclave, you must have seen our full-fledged career conclave schedule, where we have discussed and where we have written all about the scheduling, all about the things what we are going to discuss every day. So today is the day two. Today is the day two, and we are going to learn about all the pharmacy licensing exams abroad, whether that is in USA, Australia, Canada, UK, or United Arab Emirates. So we'll be discussing about that, and to discuss with us we have Dr. Suraj Dalsania from Santa Barbara, California. He is working as pharmacist in charge at CVS Health in United States. We have Dr. Natasha Johar. She is working in Canada, Ontario, at Rexel Pharmacy Group. She'll be talking about her journey and in licensing exams in Canada. And we have with us Miss Fatima. So she will be talking about the process of licensing exams in UAE and about her journey. So, sir, yes, we can start. You can start with her, and then I will definitely brief all the things
Yeah,
systematically. Okay, please go
yeah,
ahead, sir. Please go ahead. That would be great if we can start right now. Okay.
yes, yes.
Yes, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, hello, welcome everyone. And this is Dr. MS Rathod, welcoming you all to this second day of this Pharma Career Development Conclave. And we are glad that today we are having one of our alumni from Gitanji Institute of Pharmacy, Miss Fatima Dolfer. And she is a pharmacist at Sharjah, UAE. And I also have interacted with her previously during our college alumni meet, online meet, of course. And she will be telling you about her journey, that how she has started, what were the key skills that she acquired. And I would tell you that being a student of GIP, she was very laborious student. She was a sincere student. She enjoyed the college life also. Along with that, she also was sincere about the studies and all these things. So she will be sharing the things about her journey. And the key things that you will be knowing, that we have made a tagline of this conclave, that learn from the mentors who are implementers. So that who already have crossed that pathway, they can tell you the minute details, and their experiences will be highly valuable for you. Those who want to make career at the Sharjah or UAE and the licensing examination, may be possible that might be the detailing would not be there, but you would be having an inspiring story. You would be having an insight that how this path is. At least you would be able to see that. So welcome Fatima to this second day program. And yesterday we were
Thank you so
having
much,
this
sir.
grand opening this program, and our around 450 students have joined across the country, and 388 pharmaceutical institutes are there. And from that institutes, the students joined here. And we would like to have your experience and your expertise, that how you have cracked these things, and you can share your studies with your experiences during study at GIP, then how you did this thing, and now what you are doing, and how is your experience about as a clinical pharmacist or as a pharmacist there at UAE, and what are the career avenues and what are the students can do this thing. So all these things you can share. Over to you, Fatima. Please carry forward.
Yeah, yeah. First of all, good evening to all of you who have joined through the online meeting session, and I'm very grateful that you have recognized me. This is in this valuable path, and I must tell you that GIP was my second home when I was away from my home, and of course I did my bachelor from GMCH, Gitanjali, and the teachers and all the teaching staff and non-teaching staff, they all were, they all having a kind nature. Like, आप जब पढ़ने जाते हो, you're studying and you're living in the hostel. So मुझे वो home sickness type का कभी feel नहीं हुआ, because मेरा जो college का structure था, then जो around surroundings था, it was very good. GIP is very good.
And
And
you also can share that from which district, a small village that you are coming from, and
yeah,
then coming to the, because many students will relate with this, that coming from
yeah.
the small village and traveling to the UAE, then this is the entire journey which should be inspiring. So you can share with that. Yeah.
See, I belongs to Rajasthan state, but from the Pratapgarh. Pratapgarh is near to Chittor. It is a small like town, and it was very difficult to come out from the Pratapgarh as a girl, because there are too many issues when girl is going outside. Like, first the family pressure and everything was there. But anyway, I came to GIP. I studied. I finished my bachelor, and of course I did the hard work also with a good marks. I was having the good mark certificates. I must tell you, all the students, abhi पढ़ लिया तो फिर in the future you will be happy, you are settled. So whatever you want to do, you have to do in this age only. आपको जो benefits मिला है teacher से, हर चीज से उस benefits को ले लो. Don't misuse anything. You take the knowledge, hard work, get the good marks, और आपको जहां जो future चाहिए वहां पे जाओ. If your marks and your certificate is good, you are not bounded, you will fly like anything. But the thing is कि आपका certificate सही होना चाहिए. हर
Yeah.
चीज के अंदर markings वगैरह सब, everything, they are checking everything. Then if you are coming, basically I did my bachelor's and I directly came to UAE because my parents were here. So I came to UAE, and then मुझे ऐसा कुछ पाथ नहीं मिला था ऑनलाइन का, that I will get all the information जैसे आपने रखा है कि like basic चीज आपने तैयार करके रखा है, so you will do it फटाफट. But मेरे लिए ऐसा नहीं था. I searched, I read, I studied everything, and then I got the exam. I have written the exam. It was the online exam. And in that exam, there is a Arabic language that is mandatory here. Without Arabic language, you cannot pass the exam. You cannot work here, because this is the Arab country. Everyone is talking, their language is Arabic. तो आपके Arabic fluent होना चाहिए. Then I did the online exam, and I got, even in that exam also, I got above 80%. So then after 6 months, after 1 month, I got my license, because every document, after passing the exam, there is a documentation process also. So after 1 month, I got the exam. Then मेरा second था job ढूंढना. So वो भी एक task था. Within a 1 month, I got the job also in the hospital. जो मेरा एक dream था, to work as a clinical pharmacist inside the hospital, not in the retail.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that chance also, and now I'm happily working and serving
Yeah.
the people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, dear students, the Fatima is here, and she started with a very small village journey. And being a girl student, and in Rajasthan particularly, that sending the girl outside the state, outside the village is very quite difficult. And many of the nowadays the scene has scenarios changed, because it was the story of around 8 9 years back. But
Yeah.
nowadays the things are improving. Anyhow, but still this taboo is there inside the brain, and then coming out
Yeah.
in the city, and then because there are a lot of distractions also in the bigger cities, and then students who are coming from this rural background or the small towns, and they are somehow they're lost. They're from their mainstream objectives. So I'm not denying that you do not think that I'm saying that you not to enjoy. The thing is that you keep the focus in your brain also, so that in on the prefrontal cortex you have to have your goal clear. And along with that, she also studied, and then would like the students to please ask the question, so that if somebody is
Sir,
interested.
before that, if you
Mhm.
give me a chance, I'll just tell them a systematic way of examination for
Yes,
five
yes,
minutes
yes,
because
yes.
that is more important when when the students are looking for. So guys, actually in starting we thought like first half an hour give you the glance of the technical part of the examinations and all, and then we'll go to, ask and, learn from our mentors who are joining from outside about their journeys. So let me tell you about this, just a brief, as she's here and she's talking about the real time experiences, like, that you have to learn the language. This is a very big barrier. The local
Mhm.
language, Arabic
Yeah.
language
Right.
is first to learn, right? This is a barrier. So before that, there are some more things. I have one question that I think, she had the citizenship of there, so she got the direct option to give the exam there. But for Indian students who are looking for the pharmacy licensing exam in the Gulf countries or in Europe, in the United Arab Emirates, there are seven Emirates. So no, so you guys, for you guys, it is a little difficult. Let me tell you the difficulty level. So just give me just 2 minutes. I'll explain in 2 minutes itself, guys, because it is very important for all of you to understand. Yeah, so not this. See, first of all, you have to decide that, the basic format, which, Emirates you want to go. Like
Yeah.
which country, talk about which country you want to go. Like, so the examination in UAE, I'll tell you UAE, and the similar format you can, the similar format is there for, the Gulf countries, Qatar and Oman and other things, other countries as well. So first you have to decide which country you want to go, because in UAE, there are seven countries, or we call them Emirates, right? So first is Dubai, right? Second is Abu Dhabi, right? And then I will write other five here. One is Sharjah, right? She's working in Sharjah. One is Ajman, right? And one is Al Quwain, right? Al Quwain. And one is Fujairah, right?
Russell Khima.
Yeah, and then Russell Khaimah, right? Russell Khaimah, right? So for these all three, there are three examination. If you want to go to
Yeah.
Dubai, you have to clear DHA, Dubai Health Authority. If you want to go to, Abu Dhabi, you have to, clear the HAD
Hard.
exam. HAD.
Hard.
Yes, so I mean Health Authority of Abu Dhabi, HAAD that is. And if you want to go to these five states or these five countries, you have to clear the
MOH.
Yes, Ministry of Health and
MOH.
Prevention. We call it, the full form is Ministry of Health and Prevention, MOH AP examination,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
MOH.
The basic eligibility criteria, they accept all B farms and the farm Ds, right? They accept all B farm and farm Ds. But the catch comes here. If you are not having the citizenship of these countries, you should have at least 2 years of minimum experience in India. Okay, with your license, you should have the 2 years of experience in either hospital or in pharmacy. Okay, and it is not simple. They directly call the hospitals and pharmacy, they directly verify with that.
Yeah.
Okay, these 2 years are not just like you sit at home and you just send the document or prepare the certificate or something. Or one more thing, PharmD internship is not included. Once you are done with B Pharmacy or PharmD, you have to spend 2 years in India to get this experience. After B Pharm or after PharmD, then only you will be eligible to give the exam. Okay, then only you will be eligible to give the exam, otherwise you are not eligible. So your bachelor's degree or PharmD plus 2 years. Okay, and then there are few steps. I will just take 1 more minute. So first step is credential evaluation. Okay, credential
Your all
evaluation.
certificates.
Yes, give a credential evaluation through data flow. Data flow is nothing but their own website and their own
Yeah.
authority they have to check your documents. In that, your all the educational qualifications, work experience, licensing documents, everything will be verified. Okay, everything will be verified, and the fees of this credential evaluation is around 25,000 to 35,000. That is 100 AED to 30,000 AED to 1,500 AED. Okay, and in
Yeah.
the second examination, in the second step, you will go to the licensing exam. You will go to the licensing exam, and that licensing exam is MCQ based. Okay, that
Yeah.
licensing exam is MCQ based, computer based, and it is for 2 hours. 2 hours for 100 questions, 100 MCQs, and the exam fees again is 25,000 to 55,000 based on the states where you are applying or based on the country where you are applying. Okay, and previously there were unlimited attempts, but now they made only 3 attempts. And if you fail in these 3 attempts, you have
You
to
can. You are not.
get a special approval for the extra attempts. So you have to get the special approvals. Okay. And for, if usually hard, like the Abu Dhabi, states, Abu Dhabi country, they need one more thing, Abu Dhabi Emirates, they need one more thing, oral interview, like OSCE, right? In Abu Dhabi, that is mandatory. If you want to become the clinical pharmacist, there is one interview as well, practical based interview, case based interview. Okay, you have to clear that also, and then you can apply for professional license. That costs around 65,000 INR to 1,20,000 INR, again depending on the state, right? English proficiency exam is not needed usually, but in some states English is required, English proficiency is required, like IELTS, and some states like as she is telling, Arabic language is required. Okay, so and you can give all the examinations from India, but for the license you have to go there, and transfer of license is also quite easy in United Arab Emirates. Okay, so that was the technical part what you must know. Now you can throw your questions towards Mariam or us. Over to you guys. Yes, any questions, guys? What if someone has backlog in exam? Are they eligible for abroad exams? I believe for these Gulf countries or United Arab Emirates, they are eligible, but you should clear all these things before going there. I'm not sure still. She can tell us better. Passing percentage, yes, please tell about the passing percentage.
Passing percentage should be 65 and above. And in the Arabic, there is 80%.
Okay, in Arabic, 80%. BPharm CGPA required or not?
No, it's not required.
Okay. What about licensing exams? We have told what exactly the question is, Said. Please tell. And what about the financial stability? Do they need any kind of financial stability? This is a good question. Is Arabic mandatory for these exams?
Yeah, of
Can
course, Arabic is mandatory, no?
after exam or during the exam only they need?
No, it should be you are fluent in the Arabic. If patient is coming, if you are not Arabic, then how you will understand and how you will answer to the patient also.
Yeah, so guys, it's
So Arabic is playing the main role in your career here if you are coming to UAE.
It is a prerequisite to appear in the examination, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this a prerequisite to appear in the examination?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is.
So the total cost right now will be somewhere around 120,000 to 2 lakhs Indian rupees, guys, including all procedures and exam. If you are clearing, all in one go. Okay, someone is
English
asking
and Arabic both.
English and
English
Arabic.
and Arabic both.
Yeah. Yes, it is mandatory to have 2 years of experience. Yes, it is
See,
mandatory.
these 2 years of experience you can gain from the India also, and you can come here, you can do work as a trainee,
Yeah.
and you get the 2 years of they want only 2 years for practice, either from India or from UAE or from any other country.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you should be having that experience, then only you can write the exam.
2 years, yeah.
Otherwise you are not eligible to write the exam. Yes.
Yeah. And what you said, sir, that they are checking by phone, this is 100% true.
Yeah.
Even they will call to your college also where
Yes.
you did your bachelor.
Yes. They do that because I know many of my students are there, from
Yeah.
Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. So they tell that UAE process of evaluating the certificate
Data flow.
one of the hardest, because they go to that, in depth, they
Yeah.
check the credentials of colleges also, and credentials of the, if
Yeah.
you're doing some pharmacy, simply, you are
They
sending.
will call and they will check either you
Yeah.
are working or not. If you are having the experience of 2 years, they will ask how
Yeah.
she is behaving, how
Yeah.
she is learning, how she is working. They will check each and everything.
Yes, and I am telling you guys, some people, have even told me that, some people try to force this, like, getting the correct certificate from a small pharmacy where they have not worked, but
Ha.
they got the
Yeah,
certificate.
they are using the shortcuts, then they will block your ID. You are
Yes,
not eligible for anything in the UAE.
in the UAE. So they will check even the credentials of that pharmacy. They will check about that pharmacy, about the hospital, about that college, everything properly, and then only they will allow you.
They will allow you to sit inside the exam hall.
Natasha, just we'll go to Natasha now. So sorry. I just see your message. I can see your message, Natasha. So I think we can take questions on UAE in next 20 minutes, guys, because we have Natasha from Canada with us, and she has the doctor's appointment. She has to go to the doctor. So Natasha has done her PharmD from India itself, from Hersi Markandeswar University, Ambala, and she has been the student of Dr. Mahendra Singh Rathore sir, and she is right now working as a pharmacist at Rexall Pharmacy Group, Ontario, Canada, and she has cleared all the examinations in Canada. So we have Natasha. She will be talking, about the PEBC exam and licensing exam in Canada, all the process and what made her to go there, and how is her journey in Canada. So over to you, Natasha.
Just a moment,
Right.
before
Yes,
Natasha
yes.
starts, I would like to say something about her being associated with me
Okay.
for 6 years. She was one of the meritorious students of that batch,
Yes.
and she was quite focused. And so many times she bound me to go to the class and then share the things. And this type of students actually extract out the content from the teachers.
Yes.
Hold the teachers, and of course, during the family programs, many institutions do have the problem that that word around training and all these things were the issues. But despite of having the hurdles, one thing was that keep on complaining, and one thing is that you find out your own pathway and then proceed. So she chosen the second pathway. That despite of all this shortcomings of the system and all these things, but she kept on continuing her journey, and now she is there. And really, I'm proud of my student Natasha. And over to you, Natasha. Please go ahead and share your journey and the experiences.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Natasha.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
All good.
Okay. So first of all, hi to everyone, and my name is Natasha, as sir has told you already. So thank you, Rathore sir. I was with him, as he said, for almost 6 years for my family. And the best part, I would say, best or worst. In the beginning, it was worse because it was our first batch for the MMU. So many hurdles were there. And even when I was going for the pharmacy for Canada, even the way sir was telling regarding the other country, they will find out how's your college and all. Same thing happened to me for the PEBC for Canada. The reason mine was the first batch from the MMU, and when I sent all my documents to PEBC, that is Pharmacy Examining Board of Canada, they were asking that we have never got any document from your country for PharmD, so we want to find out whether your university, not country, specifically the university, so we want to find out whether university is eligible or something like that. So same thing happened with me. So I need to do so many extra work. Even I need to send my Indian PharmD syllabus to them. And if you guys have seen the Indian PharmD syllabus, there are 2 pages which are in Hindi language. So I need to amend those languages in English with the kind of a, I would say, a lawyer or somebody who can authorize that, and then I need to send them. So that was, I would say, hurdle part. But yes, all in all, I would say now I am the pharmacist, which is one of the best thing for me. So for me, if you guys have any specific questions, you can always ask. But I can let you know about my journey and the procedures. The best thing which I can tell you, that I have made one like a channel as well. I can share the screen. That way you will come to know other countries' procedure as well in a detailed way as well. I don't know how to share the screen. Let me see.
You are having the share option there, and you can make it out.
It says only the host can share in the meeting.
Okay, so Ali sir, please allow her to share.
She's our host, so she is allowed, definitely.
Oh, really?
One sec, Natasha. Yes, please try now.
You are able to see this share option?
Yeah, I'm able to see. I think it's gonna be. There are so many other photos I can share. Just to let you know, guys, I recently became mom, so you can see my chubby face as well. So it's 4-month-old baby. That's why I have limited time every time, because I have an appointment for him at 9:15 exactly.
So we do thank you that despite of having this busy schedules and other, that you have spared your
Definitely.
time. Yeah, definitely.
I was requesting her yesterday night. I was requesting her today morning. Please adjust some time. Please adjust 20 minutes for us.
So see that this is the thing, that these are experiences, that the people are there, they are sparing their valuable time, and then the best way to value the time of the others and yours is to execute whatever she is saying. If you would really want to make a career at Canada, so execution is the respect that you can give to the time of others. Yeah.
Are you guys able to see my screen though?
Not yet, Natasha.
No? Let me see how it's gonna work then.
So
Otherwise, I can.
try sharing, and after that, you have to click on the screen, whatever you want to share.
I think it's gonna take some time. It says. Okay, are you able to see now?
Yes, definitely. Now we can see it.
So first of all, like I have my YouTube channel as well. You can see over there, it's a Pharmacy International. You can always comment over there, or I have a Pharmacy International Instagram page as well. So even after this conversation, if you guys have any question, you can ask. I have shared some of the videos related to Canada, USA, and Australia. So I'm going to tell you about Canada in short. So basic steps, obviously, as every country have, is like creating your profile with Pharmacy Gateway Canada. It is a authority for the Canada. Then obviously you need to send the documents. When I was doing my examination, that time it was all paper based. It was I think in 2020. Then in 2022, because of the COVID, they make it online now, so which is one of the good things. And just to let you know, I was the first person from India itself who gave the exam during COVID while sitting in India for Canada. So that was one of the main things. If you guys are in India and you are preparing for something, meanwhile, you have the best opportunity to give the exam even in India. So it's like obviously the opposite time. It's gonna be the night time in India. Mine was 13th of the January. It was a Lodi celebration, and simultaneously there were like dhol, dhamake, and they were saying there should be no voice at all. If there's gonna be voice, they're gonna cut my screen and they will not allow me. Fortunately, everything good happened and I passed the exam. But just to let you know, guys, while waiting for your visas for the Canada, you can go for document evaluation, you can go for evaluating examination, and you can also go for the MCQ part of the qualifying examination. So while you are in India, even I did the exams. I did via remote proctoring. That is one of the steps which PEBC have introduced during the COVID time, and fortunately, it's still going on. So at least 4-year degree in the field of pharmacy. For USA, obviously, 4-year degree is not eligible for the pharmacist, but for Canada, until now, 4-year degree is eligible. If you see NAPRA ID, it is one of the ID. NAPRA is a authority over here in Canada. You have to generate your ID through Pharmacy Gateway of Canada. So that's kind of a gate, I would say, which allow you to do every other step. So this is extra expense, obviously. I have made a complete video for the expenses itself, like how much is the ID cost, which is equals to Canadian how much dollar and Indian how much Indian rupees. So you can watch that video as well. NAPRA ID is basically nothing to do, but it's a main thing. That's the reason you can say it's a gate for the every other thing. That's why it says NAPRA ID Gateway of Canada, gateway, okay? Then obviously document evaluation. At my time, it was all offline. I need to do so many things, but now they have made it online. So you guys can check online and it's quite easy to upload so many documents. Obviously, the basic degree gonna be evaluated from your university itself. So this is evaluating examination. Now the examination timing is little bit reduced and the pattern is also reduced. And I think somebody is asking for my experience. So I'm going to share my experience quickly as well, just to let you know about the procedure in a sequence though. So qualifying exam is basically 2 parts. One is MCQ, one is OSCE. OSCE is all Viva kind of stuff. Means the patient gonna come, you have 7 minutes and you need to clear that particular problem or that station in 7 minutes. You cannot put the patient in risk. Anyhow, if you put patient on risk and you have done everything correctly, still you're gonna fail that part or that case. So make sure OSCE is one of the one-to-way, one-on-one patient and pharmacist interaction. And instead of patient, there could be any healthcare instructor or, for example, any nurse or any doctor could be. As I told you, MCQ is a multiple choice. You can also appear in anywhere in the world for this exam. OSCE, as I said, it's a clinical examination, but it's a station. So obviously you need to be in Canada to give this exam. Once you are done, like I am the registered pharmacist in Ontario. I am working in Ontario, so I need to register for Ontario. And there is no experience required to become a pharmacist in Canada. That's the best part. Means I have the experience, but it was not in the pharmacy itself. I was an academic head over somewhere. So I was not doing pharmacy job when I was in India. So no, not even a single day experience required. Even if you have experience, it won't count it in Canada. So if you don't have, don't panic yourself. You can start from anywhere. On top of that, even if you have done any degree in Canada, even PharmD, for example, even in Canada, people have to give the qualifying exam to become a registered pharmacist. It doesn't like that. Obviously, we are in Canada, we have done the PharmD, we don't need the exam. It's not like that. Even Canadian graduates needs to give the exam, but evaluating examination is only for the people who haven't done their degree from Canada. But qualifying exam, and other procedures, we are kind of a direct competitor with Canadian graduates as well. So no need to think that, okay, we are from India, we are from other countries, that's why we need to go. No, every person need to give that exam. So these are some of the things I was like to share, but that's all. But I can share obviously the journey. Pharmacist is one of the occupations in demand in Canada. I would say it's a high time to go to Canada, to come to Canada. If you guys need any help, obviously I'm gonna help. I can help you. But pharmacist, if you're gonna see IRCC, which is for the Canada immigration, you're gonna see pharmacists are one of the occupations in demand. If you have pharmacists, you're gonna negotiate up to $100 an hour. $100 an hour, being basic wage is almost $18. So you can even ask for 5 to 6 times the basic wage at this moment. I'm not sure about the future, but for now, at least for 3-4 years, the pharmacist is like in huge demand. Like I have done my 1-year experience as a pharmacist, then obviously I am on maternity leave now, but I'm getting so many calls. Okay, Natasha, whenever you're gonna join, we're gonna give you sign-up bonus. Please join us, because everybody is in need of the pharmacist. So that is one of the greatest countries, I would say, at this moment to be a pharmacist. Obviously, it's a difficult path, but once you get it, still, obviously, there is another education every year we need to give. Every year, there is another expenses. You need to have a liability insurance. You need to, like in India, you go for the, I think, renewal of your certificates, right? So same thing happen in Canada as well. Every year, you need to renew your certification, obviously, which gonna cost again. Any questions you have, or I can just check the chat?
We have some wonderful questions I can see here. I will not ask, but I would like to ask you, what is the condition after this, political unrest between these two countries? What is the way and what are the, problems students or the aspirants are facing?
They have reduces the quota for the students, obviously. But right now, I'm not sure how it's gonna help the people. But right now, as I said, pharmacist, even the pharmacy assistants, they are also in demand. Means, let's say I'm doing now what the other people like who are student here, they are requesting me, hi Natasha, they are like junior to me. Can you just help me to get the pharmacy assistant job? Because assistant means pharmacy background is a medical background that is in demand. But other than that, obviously there is some here and there up and down coming up in the students quota and everything. And if you have heard about PSW, like personal support workers, social support workers, they are into the medical field. So medical is in demand in Canada. So people who are in medical field, they are not gonna, I'm not saying they are not gonna face any problem. There are less chances to having the problems as compared to the people who are in, like, some people come for 6-month course, 8-month course, and they just think that we're gonna get 2-year work permit and then we're gonna get PR. It's gonna be hard now. It's a like honest answer to your question.
Okay, and Nazia has asked one of the great question. Can you please tell us about your working schedule? How is the work-life balance and how is the, there's the question and rest.
Yeah. A working schedule is usually, for me, it was 8 to 4. There is no break for the pharmacist, to be honest with you. It's a standing job. But yes, when I was pregnant, I requested for the table and chair. They have given me at the end. So it's not, maybe there was an issue with the company or something, but they always help you. It's 8 to 4 or 1 to 9, because my pharmacy was 8 to 9. So either 8 to 4 job or 12 to 9. Either I was doing opening or I was closing the shift. And no pharmacy can work even if the pharmacist is not there. Let's say I am working at 8 o'clock because of any storm, snowstorm, or any reason I am not able to reach there at 8 o'clock. Customers need to be outside the pharmacy. Pharmacy cannot be open. Even the general store in the pharmacy, they can't run until the pharmacist in the pharmacy. And work-life balance is good. It depends on the person. Some people do so many jobs. If you go a certain miles away from your home, you're gonna get the mileage as well. But I was the person who was traveling for 25 minutes. But yes, it depends on the people. For them, maybe work-life balance little bit more hard. Or some people do, they go from here, 60 kilometers from here. They're gonna get the mileage as well. Like for example, 0.8 cent per liter, per kilometer. So they're gonna earn some extra money from there as well. And they're gonna go for 12-hour shifts. So obviously they do 3 days of work, then 4 days off. Something like that. It depends on us as well, how you wanna make the schedule. When I'm gonna tell you, one of our colleague, she was pregnant. Her husband was working Monday to Wednesday, and she was working Thursday to Sunday. So Thursday to Sunday, she was doing 10-hour long shift to make her 40 hours. But right now in Canada, 32 or 36 hours means you are full-time and you're gonna get the benefits. And you get the benefits from the company as well. And it's good benefits, like obviously your insurance.
Yeah. So Natasha, you can take the questions from the messages, and those who you are comfortable and to answer, you can make it out.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'll tell my team, anyone, can you please, open their mics? Yeah, now you can even speak and talk to our guests, guys, if you wish. You can even open your mics and talk. Sorry, Natasha, you have to,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go one by one. By taking politics into the consideration, currently, as I told you guys, it's messed up. Even if you can't imagine, one of our close friends, they've been into the PR, they have their PR, but they didn't get their PR card yet. So neither they can leave the country, nor they can go to their like India as well. They have PR approval, but they haven't get the official PR card yet. So being into this politics and these things, nobody can comment anything. So there is a question that I am PharmD third year student from Hyderabad. For fellowship, I am not 100% sure. Reason I haven't studied. Yeah, one thing I want to let you know, if you fail the exam in Canada, like in Ontario, if I fail my qualifying examination in one go, I need to go for the IPG, that is International Pharmacy Graduate Program, that is from University of Toronto, and it cost me around $16,000, which is a huge amount. I was thinking that I am a PR over here, so I should not get charged this much. But as this course is specifically for the international people, international graduates, so they charge me, like not me, everyone, $16,000. That was a mandatory requirement from Ontario. If you want to go for the BC, if you clear first go, no need to give the exam. Like for Ontario, I haven't cleared my qualifying examination in one go. I failed the examination. So I need to go for 16,000 on top of that 1 year, obviously. And 1 year salary, if you're going to count, it's going to be almost 60, 70,000 Canadian dollars. So I lost that much money, I would say, because I haven't cleared my exam in first go. But I would say, all in all, focus and trust in yourself. Doesn't matter you're a boy, you're a girl, doesn't matter you're from which village or a big city, it all in your mind. If your mind is set up, you can, nobody can beat you. But अगर आपका दिमाग है ना कि नहीं यार मैं तो छोटा हूँ, मैं तो यहाँ से आया हूँ, मुझसे नहीं होगा, तो अगर आप कर भी पाओगे ना तो भी फिर आपसे होगा नहीं, because it's all mind game. Nothing is related to any small village or any big village, any girl, any boy, parent, not parent. कुछ लोगों ने like parenthood को, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
There is one question about the exam, right? So she's asking if we need any kind of experience after degree or after bachelor's degree or PharmD to get into the Canadian licensing exam.
No. Indian education, I would say, sir was saying that I was good in studies. Like Rathore sir was telling the same thing, but Indian studies quite different from the Canadian. No experience required to beat that exam. But when you are doing your study, I would say, there are some books. I don't remember the names now, but these are the books we also have, like our sirs have also taught us. These are the therapeutics books. how to manage the cases. That's the main thing. But you don't need any experience at all. Like I haven't done any experience.
Someone is asking about any book you can refer.
I think I don't remember, to be honest now, but I have made the video, and some of the books are even in our Indian library as well. Like in our MMU, there were some books. I don't remember exactly, rather than just giving you wrong name. The books related to, the therapeutics. I think therapeutics choices, or there is one book which have Canadian or US authors.
Yeah, CPC is there.
Yeah. I think, yeah, CPC. Yeah. So that's the one. Yeah. So this is one of the books. There is someone asking, can we directly apply for job in Canada? It's very hard, to be honest. So work permit are taking 2 years, and it depends how you're gonna apply. If you're gonna be in India, how somebody can hire you? It's all money game, You're gonna give me money, I'm gonna give you work permit. So it's like people are doing this, but it's very hard.
Yeah.
Can we go to Canada directly for the job? I'm not 100% sure. So many people have tried, even the pharmacy assistant. It's very difficult, and they are stuck into the job, because for the job, you need LMIA first. Because the government is asking why you need a foreign candidate while you have enough candidates in Canada. So that's a 8-month process. And after 8 months, sorry, go ahead, sir.
There is a question. C is writing second time. What is the socio-economic conditions of Indians in Canada?
It's so many things are going on the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube videos, but as far as I have seen, there is no discrimination. And economical, they won't judge you on your race or gender. If you are a good qualified person, you may be getting more money, like as an economical status. It depends on your work. I haven't felt any kind of discrimination. Like, that's what you meant, or something else, if you are thinking about something else?
I think the same thing they're asking.
Yeah. So I haven't felt personally. But you need to be, the main thing I would say, you need to be more confident. More you show that, yeah, I don't know, oh my God, I am the slow learner, more they're gonna make you downgrade. When I was doing my first job as a pharmacist, it was my second day. I can't tell the name of the person, obviously. She was the manager. She told me, oh, Natasha, you didn't know this? You shouldn't be the pharmacist. You shouldn't get the license. So I just told her, it's okay. You are the manager. You may be here for 8 years. I immediately said to my director, obviously, that, okay, sir, I think I am not a suitable person at this place. Would you able to put me under her as a student? If you're doing any mistake as a student, the person who is teaching you, their license gonna be in danger. So now she knows. Because I am new pharmacist, I know I don't know about the computer system, but I know if I'm gonna do something wrong, the people can sue me. That's the main thing in Canada, to be honest with you guys. That's the main thing. If you want to check about me, you're gonna Google Ontario Pharmacist Association. You're gonna write my name. You are able to see me all over the world. You guys are able to see me now, and there is an option. There is an option of filing a complaint. So don't complain about myself, okay?
Guys, can you mute? Wait, I'm muting you. Yeah, Natasha, you can unmute yourself again, please.
Okay, so there is an option on the Ontario Pharmacy. You're gonna search, find a professional. You're gonna write my name. You're gonna see where I am working, what I can do, and there is an option at the side. Do a complaint, find a person. So anybody can complain about me, but they need a valid reason what they are complaining. So I know what I am doing. If I'm doing something wrong, people are open. It's open, available on the website. You can complain about it. But obviously you need solid proofs, okay? And I have the liability insurance as well, which is covering me.
So guys, there are many questions you're writing, but someone has written a question. Very nice question. She is asking about how are the taxes are paid there. And another question is there anything available Indian food to survive without eating non-veg? This is a very...
Yeah, I am vegetarian.
So guys, she is vegetarian.
Yeah, and you can see my face now. I was so lean. So I must have eaten good. Obviously, I need to eat because of the pregnancy and all. In my whole pregnancy, even doctor was saying this is one of the restriction that you are. They said, do you have any dietary restriction? I said I prefer vegetarian. So they give me some of the food supplements, but it's very quite easy to survive here. If you're gonna go to Toronto side, I think it's not even looking like Canada. It's like India,
Yeah.
but it's very easy. And taxes, more you earn, more you pay. That's why I only do 40 hours a day, 40 hours a week.
Very valid question from Payal. Can we give PVC exam on a visitor visa? My dear, you don't have to go there to give the preliminary exam there. You don't have to go to crack the exam. You can do all the evaluation practices and evaluation step from India. You can give, first two exams from India under the Proctor based
Remote.
examination.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
But you
have made the video for the same as well. I have shared my experience, how I give the exam. It's not, we don't have enough time, obviously, so I don't want to take much of your guys' time because other persons may be waiting. But
Yes.
if you're gonna see the Pharmacy International on YouTube, you're gonna see how I clear my exam being sitting in India. So you guys can do the same.
Please follow her YouTube channel. You will get more insights. And someone was asking the total fees. So total fees, including the exam registration and internship, it will come around 5,000 to 7,000, Canadian dollar if you clear everything in one go. And if you're not clearing the first step in one go, you have to take the exam. You have to take the course, which costs around 16,000, as she just told. Okay, so if you are clearing out all the examination in one go, the cost will come around 6 to 7,000 Canadian dollars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sir, just a moment. This, sir, I have sent you this question that I copied from the messages. And if Natasha is comfortable to answer these questions, depending upon your time, depending
Natasha,
upon
how
your
much
time.
time we have with you?
I have, I think 9:06 is there, so I need to go at 9:15. That's because they have an appointment at 9:30, and it's Sunday. They won't be able to, but
No,
that's
no.
okay. 10 minutes is fine.
How much time you can stay here in this meeting? 10
10
minutes,
minutes.
5.
10
Okay, 10
minutes.
minutes. So, sir, you can go through the questions and then on the WhatsApp.
I'm
So,
reading those. I'm from
I check.
from the fourth year. I want to do PhD in Canada regarding clinical practices. Then to apply for clinical pharmacist, can you guide me regarding this?
So the PhD, if you are done with PharmD, there is one good way. You can direct put the messages or the email with your synopsis and everything to the Canadian universities. I have done the same thing. I
Yes.
have done so many for the McGill University in Quebec. If they're gonna find your synopsis and their fifth year, internship, like the fifth year the project, sometimes they accept you, and if they're gonna accept you, they're gonna give you even the fare charges to come to Canada, travel charges as well. They're gonna pay for that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so it depends on your way of explaining them your research work, how many papers you have published, something like that.
Yeah, is Canada the best choice to Indians for coming as a research scientist? I think she has just answered this. You can.
It's very good. Research is in, like, they are paying abundance to research candidates.
So taxes we have talked about, socioeconomic condition we have talked about, working schedule we have talked about, how to prepare for exam we have talked about, direct job we have talked about, total costing we have talked about, Canada direct job we can. Sir, I think we have cleared all the answers here. Whatever you have shared, I think there are no more questions to get, because all the questions we have, and you can check the career, her channel, Pharmacy International, you can see in the screen right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
visible.
So, like, see, if you are able to see, for example, this, let me just show you. Sorry. Oh my God. I don't know how to do this now.
No,
Okay.
you can just
See,
click
if you can see this video, cost to become pharmacist in Canada in Canadian dollar and Indian rupees. Are you able to see this?
no, we are able to see your channel only. I think people will go and check out their
Yeah,
Natasha.
so there
Yeah.
is a video for the same. I recently made some videos. I'm a bit slow now because of other things. But yeah, you can always check there. You can always message me on the Instagram. And if you have any questions, sometimes I'm a bit not able to reply everyone. You can write either the Ajit sir's name with you or sir's, so that I know, like, I'm talking to the people whom I was talking earlier in the morning over the Zoom meeting. So that way, it's one of the good way to, communicate with me.
Tamila Rashi, M-Farm is not required for license
No.
there, not at all. B-Farm or PharmD is more than enough there. Okay.
Yeah, that's the main question. So many people have done M pharmacy and then they are doing the exam. They are like, oh my God, why we have done M pharmacy?
It is,
No
it,
need.
it is in case of USA, because in USA you cannot go with 4 years degree. You have to have the 6 years degree at least, minimum 6 years. So either after PharmD you can go, or continuously B Farm and M Farm you can go for pharmacy licensing exam in USA. That is the
Yes.
thing there. You cannot go if you are B Farm, you cannot go directly. You should have 6 years degree. So B Farm plus M Farm is eligible, and PharmDs are eligible for USA. I'll tell about the USA practices as well. Okay.
Yes, so it's like very good, and work-life balance is good. And one more thing I will let you know about, I'm not sure about other countries, but here in Canada, you can open your own what you say, the business license or something, so you can get money in your business account. That way you can write off some of the taxes as well, like some of the expenses you can write off, for example, your expenses for the traveling and all. But I haven't done this yet because it's just 1 year, then I got pregnant, then I had my maternity. But that's one of the ways people are using for removing their some of the taxes, like not removing obviously, budgeting their taxes, but higher the work, higher is the tax.
Yes, we are talking about Australia also very soon. Don't worry. Okay, Sakshi is asking this question, asking again how MBA is in pharmaceutical management work in Canada. What kind of position and salary can be gained?
So MBA is one of the obviously the mastering in doing something. So pharmaceutical companies are also paying good amount. For example, if you haven't done pharmacy degree, that's fine. Like obviously pharmacy degree, not the PBC exam, that's fine. If you are into some of the, if you see Trillium Healthcare in Canada, if you see there are so many social workers, social health. If people have any issue, they go to ODSP, Ontario Disability Program. That time, the people who have done management and some of the fields related to pharmacy or the pharmacy products, they play their role there. And it is also one of the government job as well, like Trillium Healthcare, ODSP. This is for the Canadian, specifically Ontario healthcare jobs for the managers or the management post and the pharmaceuticals.
There are many people who are asking about the jobs, guys. We can tell you only one thing here, that you don't have to clear the PBC exam if you want to go to the industry in Canada.
Yeah,
Okay.
and even for the pharmacy assistant program, like you don't need to clear any exam.
Any exam, right? So you don't need any exam to go for pharmacovigilance or any kind of industrial job. Not necessary. Okay.
No necessity.
Not necessary. Yeah. What is the monthly budget and expenses to a working professional?
It depends again. Like when I was doing my pharmacy assistant job, it was only $18 per hour, right? So my expenses were like that. I was not going outside. I was not living in a house, I would say. More I'm earning, more are my expenses. So it is all in your hands. But in general, monthly expenses and the rent is the biggest expense here in Canada. Any other questions?
You'll get the recording of this. Don't worry, guys. How to prepare mentally yourself for the examination after PharmD?
Meditation.
Meditation. Okay. Guys, your determination is very much required to clear.
Yeah, your determination, and I would say your faith in yourself. Obviously, faith in God is must, but you should think that I am the one who can do everything, because God has given us some of the specific things in everybody, and everybody can do anything in this, like pharmacy exam.
Very, very wonderful question from Faraz.
Last question, I would say.
Last question. Yes, we'll take last.
I'm sorry.
How much time it takes to complete the licensing process?
It depends again. I did my first exam in first go, but I couldn't pass the qualifying exam in first go. Just because I couldn't pass, I need to give 1 year, whole 1 year just for one exam. I failed in May. I gave in next May. So it's like 1 year. So for me, I would say 2022, I have started and I have completed in 2024. Almost like 2 years, 3 years. I have started in 2020 actually. but then I couldn't clear one exam, so it took me whole 1 year to come to the same exam next year. And then I need to give the course as well, like the IPG course for University of Toronto. I have made the video for the same as well, that why you need this course, what is the like benefits and drawbacks. No drawbacks at all, to be honest.
Okay, thank you very much, Natasha, for joining us. And rest of the questions, I will send it to you and you answer. Okay, and we
Yeah,
will.
you can send, sorry to interrupt you. You can send me some of the basic questions. I can try to make a video on the questions as well.
Yeah,
So
that
that
will be wonderful.
you can share this to your students as well. That would be great. I'm sorry about this because I have in Canada, to be honest with you guys, one more thing, you need to be punctual. If you are not on time, your appointment gonna be canceled. So I can't afford that cancellation. Sorry about that.
No, definitely. You
Okay.
please go ahead. Thank you very
Okay.
much, Natasha.
Thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, great. Thank you. So guys, if you have any, further questions, we will take, and now I will, because we always have the limited time and our guests are there. So now I will talk about some more countries because we have to talk, about all the processes. So with that, if we have the questions related to Canada and related to Gulf or UAE, we can take up surely. But let me tell you first about USA, Australia, and UK, because these are again most of the people wants to go. Okay. What is the scope of M-Pharm pharmacology in India? We are going to talk about that tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Please be with us. So today we are talking about pharmacy licensing exams abroad. Okay. Our main focus today is pharmacy licensing exams abroad. And the further questions are coming, we will be taking in tomorrow's session, day after tomorrow's session, and the last session. Because everything, whatever your questions are, you will not be unanswered. All the questions will be taken up. Okay. So let me share my screen again once more. And let me tell you about the process of USA. Okay. So guys, many of you have asked and many of you are here to know about the pharmacy licensing exam and the process for United States of America. Process of, USA. So let me tell you first. First thing what comes in mind is eligibility criteria, right? Eligibility criteria, right? What is eligibility criteria? As just we have discussed, they need any pharmacy degree equivalent to USA. Okay, equivalent to USA degrees, and that is 6 years. Okay, that is 6 years. So how to make a 6-year degree? B Pharms are not allowed to give the US pharmacy licensing examination. I will come to the names and all everything. That is FPGEC and NEPLEX. So B Pharms are not allowed. First of all, you should have a 6-year equivalent degree, either PharmD. After PharmD, directly without any experience, you can attempt for US examination. Okay, after PharmD, you can directly attempt for the US examination, or after B Pharm plus PharmD post-bac, PharmD PB, or plus M Pharm also, you can go for the examination, go for the USA examination. Okay, US examination. So step by step, I'll tell you what is the process and what is the cost and other things. So first step, guys, first step is called as, first of all, I mean, first you have to go for your degree assessments and degree evaluations. You have to send all the degrees to their NABP website. You have to submit your all the degrees to National Association of Boards of Pharmacy. That is called as National Association of Boards of Pharmacy. Okay, Boards of Pharmacy, that is NABP. Okay, first you have to submit your documents, and they will check the credentials. They will check your educational credentials. They will check your degrees, everything. They will check your transcripts, and then only you can go for the examination. And the first examination there is, that is called as FPGE exam. Okay, that is Foreign Pharmacy Graduate Examination. That is Foreign Pharmacy Graduate Examination. Okay, Foreign Pharmacy Graduate Examination can be given only after the evaluation of your education credentials. Okay, once you are done with that, you can apply for FPGEE examination. So that is foreign, FPGEC is Foreign Pharmacy Graduate, Examination Committee, and FPGEE is exam, that is Foreign Pharmacy Graduate Equivalency Examination. Okay, and the application fees for this is $100, right? 100 USD. Evaluation fees is 450 USD, and exam fees is somewhere around 650 USD. Okay, 650 USD. So total it will be around 1200 USD for the first step. Okay, 1200 USD. And the worst part, I will say, or unlike Canada or Australia or UAE, unlike Canada and all, USA first step of exam FPGEE you cannot attempt from anywhere else in the world. You have to go to USA only. Okay, they, after Corona, they have restricted it. Before that, you could have attempted FPGE from India only, but now you cannot attempt. You have to go to USA. You have to available only in USA to give this first exam also. Okay, and once you give this exam, the second step is very much mandatory to clear the TOEFL. Okay, that is English proficiency exam. Okay, test of English as a foreign language, right? As a foreign language. So this is very much important. TOEFL is very much important for everyone outside USA. They have to clear the TOEFL, and you should need the very good scores in reading, listening, speaking, and writing. And you have to pay around 250 USDs for the TOEFL, and they need the TOEFL along with FPGEE in USA itself. Okay, USA itself. TOEFL can be taken from India as well, but sometimes they don't consider if you take the TOEFL certificate, received from India, they don't consider. So it is advised to take the TOEFL along with, your FPGEE in USA. Okay, once you clear the FPGEE, you have to go for the internship. Okay, you have to go for the internship. And that is mandatory internship, somewhere around 1500 hours. Within a year, 1500 hours under any licensed pharmacist, in license. Can we get IELTS instead of TOEFL? Not in USA. In USA, only TOEFL is required. IELTS is required in Canada, Canada, Australia, or UK. IELTS can work, but in USA, only TOEFL is required. Okay, remember that in USA for licensing exams, only TOEFL is required. Okay, so you have to complete after FPG. You have to complete 1500 hours, minimum 15. Somewhere around 1500 hours of internship in any state wherever you are applying for. Okay, 1500 hours. The hours of internship are different in different provinces in USA, different states in USA. But minimum hours are 800 and maximum 2400 hours. Okay, so the average is around 1500 hours, and this kind of internships are not paid. Sometimes these are paid, sometimes these are not paid. Okay, and you can work in any pharmacy for these many hours. Once you complete these hours, they will give you the certificate of internship. And once you have the certificate of internship, this is the third step. The fourth step goes for NAPLEX exam. That is one of the hardest exam, we say. NAPLEX exam is usually called as, the full form of NAPLEX is North American Pharmacist Licensure Exam. North American Pharmacist Licensure Exam, right? Licensure exam. You have to clear the licensure exam after completing the internship hours, and that is also, administered by NABP. And the fees for NAPLEX is $475, 475 USD. Okay, 475 USD. And again, you cannot give it from India. You have to be in USA if you want to give NAPLEX examination. Okay, you have to be in, USA only. And if you want to ask, for the attempts, only 5 attempts are allowed for international people. Only 5 attempts are allowed for international people. And these examinations, as per today's information, are allowed, I think, only once in, only once in a year. And somewhere I also read that you should have a gap of at least 45 days between two attempts. But I think for international, students, it is not there, right? It is not there, right? And then the fifth, after this NEPLEX, once you clear the NEPLEX, you will get the license. Okay, you will get the provisional license. We say provisional license. After that, if you have to go to any state, right, you have to go to any USA states. Like if you want to go to Alabama, you want to go to some other states to work in, then what you have to do is you have to give the another exam. You have to give the another exam for that, and that examination will allow you to work in that particular state, allow you to work in that particular state. Let me tell you what is this exam. I just lost it. Yeah, that is MPJE exam. That is called as MPJE exam. That is multi-state pharmacy multi-state pharmacy jurisprudence examination. So the main agenda behind this examination is to this is state specific examination. MPJE is state examination, so every state has their own regulations, pharmacy laws and regulations. So first you have to clear MPJE. Like suppose you want to practice in California, you have to give the state specific for California MPJE, and then you have to attend that, and if you clear that, you can be a pharmacist in that state. And transfer of the pharmacy license in USA is quite easy, but wherever you are transferring, you have to clear MPJE. Suppose if you want to go to Washington after California, you want to go to North Carolina or some other states, you have to clear that. GRE is not required. No. GRE is required for the business purposes and job purposes, but TOEFL is required for education purposes. And TOEFL is also, there are two types. One is for education purposes, one is for job purposes, right? So that is different. Right? Can we write these exams on visitors visa? Yes, definitely. You can. Usually what the Indian students do is they, get some 2 years course, and during that they prepare for the exam and give the exam. Okay. They give the exam during the courses only, right? Because it is, see, if you are just going to give the exam to USA, first of all, you have to get the visa, and then you have to spend a lot of money. The fees is quite tough, quite high, for these examinations. And after fees also, your tickets, your stay, your visa process, a lot to do. So people, the students, what they do is they are, opt for 2 years course in USA, or 1.5 year course, 1 year course in USA, and then they try to give such examinations in USA. Okay, so this is the basic procedure to be in, the pharmacist. In MPJE, fees is nothing. MPJE fees is not much. It is just $160. Okay, $160, $160 for the state. Okay, this is the fees for MCJE. Okay, and FPGE, NEPLEX, or MPJE, nothing can be taken from India. Everything you have to go to US and get, right? Once all the exams and internships are completed, you must apply for the state pharmacy licensing under the State Board of Pharmacy, SBP, in different states. And the transfer fees is around 300 USDs, right? But you have to clear it in the once only. But there is no such provision that you have to take any course if you want to conduct, if you want to attempt twice or thrice. There is no course applied, but it is always, you have to pay the fees, right? The total fees is quite high, because FPG in total is around 1200 USD. Then TOEFL is around 250 USD. And then internship, sometimes they charge, sometimes they give stipend as well. So if you consider internship, also it cost around 2500 USD. And then NEPLEX 450 USD, and then MPJ 150 USD. So it will come around 3200, 3450, and 3850, and it will come around 4000 USD. The total charges will be around 4000 to 5000 USD only for the examination. Other than that, your stay, your flights going again and again, or your courses, so it is quite costly. It is quite costly. It is quite costly, and you have to spend a lot, literally, and you should be very much determined. And again, there are the trainings required if you are not very good in therapeutics and all, right? So that is about USA, guys. If you have any questions, please ask about USA. Then we'll talk about Australia, Canada, and all. So difficulty level of these exams is very high. USA examination is quite difficult. I mean, quite very difficult. Not only just difficult. It is quite difficult. I think Suraj has joined us. I would like to invite, Suraj. Suraj, you are now co-host. So, guys, let me introduce Dr. Suraj Dalsania. Suraj Dalsania is, not just our guest today. He is my friend, my brother. We did, the post baccalaureate together from Manipal. We are classmates. We are friends. We are brothers. So he's joining us today from Santa Barbara, California, United States. So he will tell us about the things. I told you just the technical part, but I would, we would be happy to listen to him about his, journey, about his, how he cracked the exam. What are the real time difficulties in USA and getting the, exam clear in USA? Suraj, over to you, brother.
Good, good. How are you guys?
So, guys, you can write in the chat box and you can ask your questions.
Yes. So hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Suraj Dalsania. I am a registered pharmacist in California right now. I work for the pharmacy company called CVS Pharmacy. Maybe many of you heard of it. Maybe many of you don't know about this company, but it's one of the largest pharmacy chain in the United States at the moment. Um, I am a manager at the pharmacy, and I do take care of hiring process. I do work as a pharmacist, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So I'm gonna open the chat box and let me see what questions do you guys have. Okay.
Can we write these examinations without getting into the course? Definitely, but your cost of going, coming, and staying there would be too much. That's why people prefer that courses. Otherwise, it's not necessary to
Right. So yeah, exactly. So as Dr. Ajit mentioned, it's better to get the student's visa. That's would be the best way to go. Or you can come to the US for any kind of courses. You should be taking some kind of study course, maybe 2 years, 3 years, whatever you can. And while you are here, write these exams because writing the exams, coming back and forth from India, it's not everybody's cup of tea. It is gonna be very, very expensive. Plus, some of the states in America, they do not allow the students to come to US just to write the exams on a visitor's visa.
Yes. True.
Can we do MD after PharmD? Yes, you can study anything after PharmD. You can study a PharmD after MD, MD after PharmD. You can be an engineer after PharmD. You can be a pharmacist after being an engineer. In America, you can do everything.
Yes.
Uh, Difficulty levels of these exams. I'm sorry, Ajit. I'm going back to the other questions. I just
Sure, sure,
joined
sure.
probably.
Absolutely. Yes.
Difficulty level of these exams. So difficulty level of these exams is depending on how good you are prepared for. So yes, make sure that you are gonna run into the big issues of clinical challenges which are very different from India, which are very, first of all, you need to know the generic names very well, clinical side of each and every single drug very well. Then and then only they will give you a case and you will be able to crack it. If that answers the question, is there any option to work in USA in pharmacy field, research field on dependent visa? So H4 visa category right now is in the hang where they are trying to push them towards the work permit, but it hasn't been decided that you can actually be on a dependent visa on H4 and work here or not because it takes a very long time for them to get the work permit. So
Yes.
I would prefer that you come here on some kind of a student visa rather. Do
Suraj, I
yeah,
have one very important question.
yeah.
Because when we were talking about the process, internship, right? So Nazia is
Mhm.
asking, what is the approach to go for internship, if it is paid or not, and how to approach to the different pharmacy, and do we have to approach to the pharmacies to complete the internship in USA?
Right. So for the internship part, it's a little bit tricky. It depending on what visa you come to USA on, it is very important. If you come to the US on the base of your student visa only, it is somewhat difficult to get internship. You will get the internship, paid internship, in independent pharmacies, not the major chain pharmacies. But if you come here for on the H4 visa with a work permit, it is a paid internship, but if you wanna join the chain pharmacies, they sometimes don't pay for it. You have to work for free as an internship, and that actually makes it more difficult because you are working for it, but you are not getting money out of it. So you're gonna be spending more money to stay here, to eat here, your food, your staying part here. It becomes costly sometimes.
How a pharmacy student achieve massive success in the field of pharmacy, Indian pharmacy? I will take this question to Mahendra sir after these technical questions here. Okay, guys, so wait for another question. Um, can you
Sorry, Ajit, is it the question that you're gonna take, or is the how to get into residency program after PharmD? Is that the question?
no, anything is fine. Any coaching available for writing these exams?
Coaching, yes. Okay, good question. So yes, there are some companies in America who takes care of the courses, and they give you like a crash course, it's called. But the main source of your knowledge would be from here, from Ajit and everybody with this company. They give you all kinds of resources. Whatever the resources you will need, just ask them, and I'll make sure that you guys get the right resources for it.
Yes, definitely we'll get help from Dr. Suraj, guys. And there is one more very important question. I think I should take it or not, but there are two, three people from the first year. They are telling, sir, how to start from the PharmD first year itself for the licensing exams.
The first year, yes, you can start. You can start studying the books from the US, which are a little bit different than clinical guidelines. I will be different than India. The names, the approach that you take on a case basis when you go see a patient is different. So yes, start from there if you want to. If you really, really, really determined to come to US and become a pharmacist, yes, you can start from the bottom. No problem at all.
Somebody is asking to see you, see your image. But guys, let me tell you, this is just 6:30 there, 6:30 in the morning, and I requested him.
That's okay.
Here you can see him. Here you can see him, guys. Here you can see Dr. Suraj. Okay. Okay. How can we come to USA after family? What are the other ways, Suraj, if you can tell us?
Okay. So you can essentially take any course. That's the best way I found, unless you plan to marry a girl or a boy from US, and that's how you want to come. That's always an option,
Let me tell you,
and
guys.
nobody will stop you from doing so, and that is totally legal. And yes, you can do that. And many of the people that I know, maybe even Ajit might remember, some of the students actually did that.
Yes, absolutely. They marry the girls
Yeah.
who have the green card and they go to US. That's true. And for the exam, for the courses also. And jobs are very difficult, guys. Let me tell you again. Let me reframe it again. I was telling about the Canada. You can go to the jobs also in USA, and you don't need to clear any exam, any NAPLEX and all. You just have to clear the English proficiency exams. But if you are going for the industrial job like pharmacovigilance or other jobs, you don't need any kind of NAPLEX clearance or anything. It is just only if you want to practice pharmacy there. Okay. So books and all, I'll ask Suraj, what are the books recommended? Okay, there's a very good question from Amrita. What is the difference between clinical and community pharmacists there? And yeah, in terms of opportunities for Indian graduates.
So it's a very good question. So clinical pharmacist job is a little bit different in US than community pharmacy.
Yeah.
So in CVS, I'm a community pharmacist, right? But on a daily basis, I have to go through so many clinical questions. So
Yes.
it's not like in India, we go to a chemist and we see a person behind the counter and you ask them a question, they would give you the drug, but then they don't know how the drug works, or they don't know the interaction, they don't know what would be the outcome, they don't know how long it's going to take for you to take. And you need a pharmd degree, you need a clinical degree. There is a reason that there is a doctor in front of a pharmd, right? So yes, there is a big difference in America where you go to a pharmacy and when you go to a clinical pharmacist. It's kind of like a mixed batch where you know both words very well. You have to know the clinical side of it,
Yes.
even if you want to become a community pharmacist. And if you want to become a clinical pharmacist, you should be able to know what a community pharmacist do. So yes, you have to know both.
Absolutely. Is CPC certification valid in pharmacy or valid in US?
I don't know what CPC certificate is.
No, no, I know it's medical coding. Guys,
Oh,
just wait for today and tomorrow. Wait for today. So from tomorrow, we are completely working, we are completely guiding you on the industry part, whether it is in India or abroad. Okay. Don't worry. We will talk about the pharmacovigilance. I'm getting this question many times. You don't feel that I'm not reading your question and I'm not asking. These questions are not relevant to today's topic. That's why I'm not taking your questions, but your all the questions are already observed, and I'm taking these questions tomorrow, and tomorrow's sessions are being built on these questions only. We will have tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will have people from Germany, from Indian industries. So don't worry, your all the questions will be taken up. Okay, Madiha and other people, your questions will be taken up. But today's we are trying to focus as much as we can on today's topic, right? Wait for attendance form. There is still 20 minutes. Okay. 20 minutes we'll share. What course certificates?
Madiha had a question that can you join the courses, crash courses in the US? Yes, while you are here, you can. There are programs available. You can join the crash courses. Please guide for the next 5 years what are the things
And
should
after
go for.
USA, we are talking
So
about
for
Australia. Don't worry. Yes, please. So sorry, Suraj. Please go ahead.
yeah, no, that's okay. For next 5 years, yes, if you are in India right now, keep doing what you're doing, keep
Yes.
getting more good scores, and keep going to your rounds in your final year of PharmD. Do not bunk the classes. Classes, it's very important. Don't go watch movies on Fridays like us. Uh, Clarify government jobs, IT jobs, industry job.
We'll talk about that
So
tomorrow.
yeah, that's a different topic, and that's not what we're talking about right now. Next 5 years, I
No,
have booked
visitors, I
Vivekanand.
think there's a valid question from Tarannum. Can we do direct job in any field? I will not say PV field in USA on visitors visa. I think not at all.
No. So
No.
visitor visas are not allowed to for you to come here and work. So that would be illegal. They will send you back.
Yes, that's illegal. Absolutely, that's illegal. So visitors visa, you cannot work in USA. That as per my knowledge, and Suraj is validating this. So yes, not at all. Yes, we'll talk about Nazia about job opportunities in medical coding. Tomorrow we'll talk about that. Okay. What would you recommend after B pharmacy? Will you suggest PharmD postbaccalaureate or masters in pharmacy practice? That's a very valid question.
I have had, yes, that's a very, very good question. Yes, I'm glad this question came up. If anyone, whoever is here in the class or whoever is joined, maybe 321 people, listen to this. You have to have a Farm D in order for you to come to US and not spend your money in school. Pharmacy practice is not a valid course from India for you guys to come to the US and start working on it. You have to have a PharmD. That's the national board that
I was wrong if I was saying that B Farm and continuously 2 years of M Farm is valid in US. No.
it is valid, but not for the PharmD. They
Okay.
go do your evaluation case by case. So if
Okay.
you have PharmD, then it
I
will
have
be
higher
easy to
chances.
show that you this is a PharmD. But if it's
Yes, got
a
it.
Bachelor of Pharmacy plus 2 years of MPharm, sometimes they actually ask you for the more documentation, which actually delays your process.
Yes.
End of the process, they may approve you. At the end of the process, they may deny you. But if you wanna be rock solid before you wanna come to the US and you wanna become a pharmacist in the US, I would prefer everybody to join a PharmD and get the PharmD, not PharmD,
And
not pharmacy practice, not MPharm,
yeah,
not Big Pharm, PharmD.
there is another very important question, I believe. B-Pharm is not valid for USA, not at all. For the pharmacy licensing exams, not at all. Okay,
It is
after
valid.
completing,
So technically, the validity term is it's a little bit wide. It is valid, but then they will ask you to go back to school to get PharmD degree.
yes, yes, absolutely. They
So
will
you
ask you
will,
to
when
go
you
back to
submit your
school,
documents,
complete the
yeah,
pharmacy. If you are going as a B-Pharm, they will ask you to complete the PharmD again.
yes. So they will read your documents, they will accept your documents too, but then they will send you the letter saying that, hey, can you go back to school and get the PharmD, and then it will approve you.
Yeah. So Faraz has a very important question. After completing any course in USA after PharmD, can we get the job without clearing the licensing exam? Yes. If you are not practicing pharmacy, if you are just working in the industry or research as CRC, CRA and all, there is no need to clear FPG, NAPLEX or anything except English proficiency. Okay?
And I think it would be not a wise idea if you don't want to do PharmD and then want to come to US and then start working for something else. Many of our seniors have done it. I know, like personally, maybe two or three, maybe Ajit knows too. They
Yeah.
actually deviated from PharmD. They had deviated their whole career from becoming a pharmacist, licensed pharmacist in US. They didn't want to do it. They want to change it. So they started working in the industrial pharmacy. They
Yes.
started working in, I think, the manufacturing department, the research and development, R&D, QA, uh, the other departments basically. But they don't need the degree of PharmD over here if you want to do that.
Kavita, I think your question is incomplete. Are you trying to ask after B-Pharm, can we become professor's assistant or what, something? Suraj sir, very valid question from Nazia. Suraj sir, how long does it take to clear all the steps of licensing exam after PharmD?
Yeah, that's a very valid question. Very, very good question. So starting from your uh, TOEFL, and then you have to go for your FPGE.
Yes.
Those two exams are quick. If you are good at it, you in the first try, if you finish it, you can be done within months. But the next step is getting the internship hours. That is very important. It is different state by state, which state you are in. If you are in California, it's 2000 hours. If you are in New Jersey, I think it is 2000. If you're in Florida, it is like 2500. One of the state has like 3000 hours.
3,000 hours.
Some of the
Yes.
state has only 1500 hours. On an average, if you are working on if you are here on a student visa, it takes somewhere between a year or 6 months to a year for you to complete that hours. And assuming that you did get the internship quickly, and then you go for your NAPLEX and then the state examination, the state law examination. So everything considering, you can give or take at least 2 years.
Yes. True. Okay, so one question is there. What if you did B-Pharm before 2000? I think it doesn't make any difference. B-Pharm is B-Pharm for the qualification. What do you
I
say?
mean, there, no, that's right. So before 2002, if I remember correctly, in if you are graduate from India or from anywhere else, just with the Bachelor of Pharmacy before the year of 2002, I think, there was no need of PharmD back then.
Okay. Okay, that's
So
a
I'm not sure that anybody's here who actually is that age right now where they wanna go, they wanna come to US on the base of the bachelor degree from 2002.
okay. That's a good question, I think, and that gave me also a very good insights that if you have done, not very sure, but if you have done B Pharmacy before 2002, you can apply for that. I think you are eligible. What are the key differences between pharmacy practice? I mean, Yeah, licensing in USA, Canada, and UK. So first of all, the eligibility for USA, you need 6 years degree, that is PharmD. For Canada, you can go even after B Pharm, and for UK also you can go after B Pharm. And the procedure is stepwise, the procedure and the toughness of exam, the toughness level of exams are very much different, and the
Right,
internships also.
but don't take me wrong, but in the US, the pharmacist's degree and the pharmacy, being a pharmacist is very difficult for a reason.
Yes.
Here, you get a doctorate in front of your name after you complete all the steps, plus you get to work as a provider.
Yeah.
Means you are equal to a doctor. So essentially, if you pick up a phone and call the hospital, they will give you the same respect as the other doctors because they know that you have more clinical knowledge than them sometimes in terms of medicine.
Yes.
So in US, it's different than UK and Canada because over there you are, I think they call it a chemist or druggist in UK, one of the countries.
Yes,
Here
druggist.
they only call it a pharmacist.
Yes. Yes, yes, absolutely. And there is a difference in internship also. In Canada, you don't need internship. Okay. So that is in the process. Okay. So
So the internship in US is mainly focused on clinical.
yeah.
So they will make you go through the internship just because you know the clinical side of it.
I'll take one more question for Suraj and then we will take further because it's already 8:30 guys in India and we are also running this so for last 2 years and we have to close it in next half an hour. I'll take one more question that is from Mansa. What is the, I mean, very basic question, very much fundamental question, but very important. What is the actual work of registered pharmacy in registered pharmacist in USA?
So registered pharmacist in USA, it depends on where you are working right now. Let's say, as an example, I'm going to give you my example as a community pharmacist. So as a community pharmacist, if you're working in community pharmacy like CVS Pharmacy, or if you know the other names is Walgreens, Rite Aid, Ralph's, any one of the pharmacy, you are essentially taking care of a patient, not as a customer, and you are taking care of them uh, on their medication side. They will come to you asking you the question about, let's say, acetaminophen. They will ask you, what is the interaction? What happens if I take paracetamol? What happens to my liver? Those questions are being asked to you because they know that you have doctorate degree in this field. They will ask you about the interaction. They will ask you what would be my insulin dose on my this carbohydrates, this much carbohydrates. What would be my next dosing? What happens if I miss the medication? Those questions being answered by you as a pharmacist. So it's a very, very huge fundamental difference between going to a chemist in India and asking a question and going to US and asking a pharmacist a question.
Yes, very important and very good answer we got really that the fundamental differences are very important to understand. Like what is the respect and how the people approach and how the doctors respect, how the doctors approach to a pharmacist and what is the relationship between the pharmacist and the other healthcare professionals. That is, I think, the fundamental difference what everyone should understand in India, in Canada, UK, or in USA, right? So this is very important to understand, guys. And okay, I think we can take one more question. If we had web backlog previously but cleared within time with a good CGPA, will that backlog affect?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. What is the
No, if
CG?
they have backlog in first year or second year, some examination they failed, but they have completed the PharmD in time, and that they have cleared that fail examination as well. Are they eligible?
No, they don't. Yeah, they don't see your curriculum as like how many times you failed in India. All they care about is your courses. What did you learn, and what is your degree?
Yes. Yes,
I
Sonali.
think I have one last question here, Ajit. It says, should I got cleared in the FPG but couldn't make it in NAPLEX exam? Do I need to again clear my FPG? No,
So,
that's a very good question. So after you complete the FPG, you get FPG is C certification. It's C stands for certification. So you get a certificate from the national boards. You do not need to re-clear that. Once you are done with the FPG C certificate, once you receive that in your hands, you are done. How many times you take NAPLEX, it nothing to do with your FPGC.
yes. I think I'm reading these questions. I think these are all done. And I think some more questions we can ask. Residency and all, we'll talk tomorrow, Samira. And let me just read all the questions. B.Pharm students, part-time job, no. Opera, I'll talk about. What can we do after PharmD in USC? We have discussed this. How a pharmacy student, that's again and again, I'm getting this question. Recommendation of books. I will ask him what are the books required for that. How is there are two questions. How smooth is the process and what are the difficulties you faced? And another question is how is the work-life balance in USA? These questions, are the last questions to you. These are asked by Madiha, Nazia, and Animesh, and yeah, these people. Yes, these
Okay, so
questions.
let me start off with work-life balance. Yes, very good question. Very important too.
Yeah.
Work-life balance is something that is not enforced by anyone in US on you. It's you who has to decide how you want to live your life and how you want to work here. So first, when you come to US, you are preparing for the exams, you are going through the test, you are going through the residency, or you are going through the internship hours. Your work-life balance will go towards work because you are preparing for something bigger. You are preparing for your licensing, right? Once you get your license, once you are a registered pharmacist, then your life become very smooth. And that is the only sole reason that everybody wants to be the pharmacist in US. Because right now, I have a weekend off. I just work for 8 hours a day, come home to the family, and getting more money in my pocket. No issues with that. So yes, there is a very bright picture at the end of the day, but you have to work hard for it first.
Yes.
Second question was what was the other thing?
How smooth is the process?
Smooth. There is no smooth process. If you want to work, if you want to get a better life, you have to work hard for it. You have to prepare in advance. You have to sacrifice yourself into something bigger. So yes, it's not gonna be smooth, but we can make sure that there is enough help for you. If you ask for help, me, Ajit, everybody is here for you guys.
Okay, in India, it takes 3 years for PharmD post-baccalaureate. But if someone wants to do PharmD from USA after B.Pharm in India, how much years it takes?
Usually it depends on your bachelorette. So it depends, they will evaluate your degree first at the NABP. Where did you get the B Farm from? Because not every college in India is offering the same curriculum for B Farm, right? If let's say I'm from Gujarat, so in Gujarat there are some colleges which they used to do B Farm without you even being there in the classes. There are
Yeah.
some colleges in India who actually make sure that you get some knowledge from bachelor. So they will evaluate everything and then they will tell you how many years of the farm do you have to do in the US. So it's different for every single degree of beef farm from India.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, thank you very much, Suraj, for joining. I'm so sorry we have disturbed you on the day
No,
of.
no, I'm sorry I was so late. I actually woke up. I had my alarm on, but I couldn't wake up.
That's okay. We will have a call after this. I'll take half an hour more to complete this, and we'll come
Go
back
for it.
surely. Thank you very much, Suraj, for joining. And I would like to thank on behalf of
Thank
all
you
the
for
people.
having
There
me.
are almost 400 students and participants who are listening to you through Zoom and the YouTube. And I'm not
Yeah.
getting any questions from YouTube right now for you, I believe. Okay, so there are 50 people in YouTube
Thank
as
you,
well.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Suraj.
And you
Thank you
guys
very much.
have a good
Thank you.
day.
Thank you. Take care. Chalo, bye-bye. Okay, guys, so let me come to the next part because it is going to take a lot of time for us, to discuss these things and take your answers about other, things also. So first, the very much in demand, it is very much in demand and all of you are asking about UK. Okay, so I'll go to Australia later. First, I will discuss about the UK examination and I was also, very keen to know these, examination for the UK. So let's start for the licensing exam. Guys, focus here and I'll take 10 minutes to describe this and to explain this and then you can ask me the questions. Okay, so the question arises, like as we go to Canada, US, Australia, if we want to go to UK, right, as a pharmacist or to work in the pharmacy. So what is the process? What is the fees and everything? I'll tell you here everything. Okay, I will tell you everything. So the entire process is taken by GPHC. Okay, GPHC, and that is nothing but General Pharmaceutical Council. Okay, General Pharmaceutical Council in UK. Okay, General Pharmaceutical Council in UK. And in that, your eligibility to clear the GPHC exam, first step eligibility, as I was talking about, here you just need to have the Bachelor's of Pharmacy from Indian accredited schools, or the Doctor of Pharmacy, that is PharmD. Both are eligible from any accredited institute or any accredited university in India. If you are having these two, I mean, any of these, you can go there. Okay, you can go to UK. One sec, guys. I'm getting it all. One sec. Cutting this ones. Okay, okay. So we were talking about eligibility criteria. Eligibility criteria is B Farm or the PharmD, and you must meet again the English proficiency in UK. But for that you need OET or IELTS. Okay, you need OET or IELTS. OET is nothing but occupational English test. Okay, occupational English test, and IELTS, you have to clear any of these if you want to practice or if you want to go to UK, right? So I will tell you the stepwise process. So first process is like, you have to apply for OSPEP program. OSPEP program. That is the very different thing in UK. See, in Canada, you don't need anything. If you fail in second exam, you have to attempt the course, but you don't need internship or you don't need experience. Okay. In US also, you don't need any experience. Okay. You don't need any course. You can directly attempt for the exam if you have the PharmD degree or 6 years degree, right? But, and as we were talking about UAE, we need 2 years of experience. But here in UK, if you want to become a pharmacist, first you have to do 1 year postgraduate diploma. 1 year postgraduate diploma from there. That is mandatory. Okay, that is mandatory. That is called as OSPEP. OSPEP is Overseas Pharmacists Assessment Program. That is called as Overseas Pharmacists Assessment Program. Okay, assessments program. Okay, OSPEP is required. This is a 1 year postgraduate diploma, and you have to do that if you want to become a pharmacist in USA. Okay, so first of all, you have to submit all your academic transcripts, your proof of pharmacy degree to GPHC for the evaluation, the council for the evaluation. Once these are evaluated, and if you are eligible, you can apply for OSPEP from any university, UK accredited university in UK. And what are the charges? I'll tell you. For the evaluation itself, the charges are around 700 pounds. Okay, 700 pounds means around 70,000 rupees, I believe, right? 70,000 INR is just for the document evaluation, and it is unlimited time. You can do any time until you get the success of success in evaluating your document. Around 70,000 INR just in evaluating your documents, your transcript in in the counseling, in the GPHC. Okay, and then if they if they find you eligible, you have to go to OSPEP. Okay, you have to go to OSPEP. OSPEP is a 1 year diploma, as I told you, and it is focusing mainly on understanding the UK pharmacy laws, clinical pharmacy, clinical practices, and the patient care. Okay, these 3 things they teach you in that, and there are many universities which are providing, like University of Hertfordshire is there, Aston University is there, University of Birmingham, or sorry, University of Brinton is there, Kingston University is there. There are many universities which provides that. Okay, and the fees of this course is somewhere around 10,000 pounds to 18,000 pounds. Okay, that is somewhere around 10 lakh Indian rupees to 18 lakh Indian rupees. Okay. So first of all, 70,000 INR for the evaluation of documents, then almost 15 lakh on an average for the course. And once you complete this diploma, you have to again go for the step 3. That's why UK is not very much suitable for Indians or the foreign graduates. See, after this OSPEP also you need to do 52 weeks pre-registration training. Okay, pre-registration training, 52 weeks, 1 year of supervised pharmacy training you have to do under any UK registered pharmacy. Okay, under any UK registered pharmacy or UK registered pharmacist. After 1 year of the course, you have to do 1 year of pre-registration training, but that is usually paid. Okay, that is usually paid, and you will be paid somewhere around 15,000 pounds to 25,000 pounds for 1 year. As a pharmacy assistant, you can join them, or intern pharmacist, and you will get this. Okay, you will earn from this. So after this, but you will not be licensed. Remember this, you can earn, you can start working there as a pre-registration trainee, but you will you will not get the license. You will be earning, but you will not get the license after OSPEP also. Okay, so once your 52 weeks pre-registration training is over, you have to go to the GPHC again, the council again, for the registration assessment. Okay, registration assessment, there are two parts in exam. I mean, there is the exam, and there are two parts of the exam. One, paper 1 is about MCQs and calculations, calculation based questionnaire. Part 2 is scenario based clinical decision making and professional ethics. So that is the question. Once you done that, fees for that is 300 pounds. Once you done that, there are 3 attempts only allowed for this pharmacy licensing exam, final exam. Once you done that, you clear that, you will get, you will be applying for the full registration, and you can get the full registration. And proficiency exam is IELTS or OET, occupational English test. So the total expenditure are very, very high. But in that, whatever you are spending in OSPEP, if you clarify OSPEP, if you register after OSPEP, if you are working as pre-registration intern, you can get your fees back. But that expenditure, your health, your food, your stay, everything is there in that. Everything is there in that, right? So this is about, and GPCH examination can be given it's not needed to complete the IELTS or OET from India, but this OSPEP exam you can give only from UK. Okay, again, OSPEP course you have to be in UK for 1 year and do 52 weeks internship, you have to be in UK and do. Okay, and GPHC exam also you have to be in UK and do, or full registration also you have to be in UK and do. You cannot give any exam from India. Okay, you cannot give any exam from India, or you cannot do OSPEP from India. 52 weeks internship you cannot do from India. Total estimated cost is around 20,000 pounds. That is around 20 lakh rupees. Around 20 lakh rupees is the fees, and almost 2.5 years of the things. But clearing the licensing exam is very easy. I'm telling you why it is easy, because they will completely train you. Okay, first in OSPEP 1 year they will train you in that course, and then 1 year internship they will train you in the live experiences. Okay, and once you are well prepared, then attempt for the exam and get the license. Okay, so there is nothing like after license. I mean, the examination process is tough, exam is tough. No, the process itself is tough. I mean, they will teach you everything in the process itself. Okay, and once you are eligible, you can apply for that. So that's about UK. And if you have any questions regarding UK, please ask me. Sorry, sir, but there are some corrections. I am Faiz. I recently secured admission in OSPEP 2025 university. Very nice. Yes, please tell your experience, Faiz. I will make you the co-host. Okay, I'll tell my team to make you the co-host. Yes, one sec. That's amazing that you are joining here. See, we are teaching the people sitting in India, but Faiz Memam, right? Yes, you can speak Faiz if you are okay in speaking in.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir. Am I audible?
yes, you're audible. Please.
Okay, sir. So yeah, to be in the CliMed, that is huge for me. Uh, yeah, the first thing, yeah, I secured admission in University of Brighton. So yeah, for UK, to being a registered pharmacist, as you mentioned, the process is like difficult. The first thing that you need to be like, you need to be very patient. It
Yes.
is not so straightforward process. You need to be like very patient. And another thing is like only 4 universities in UK which offer this course, that is OSPAP. And OSPAP is like you can do by 2 ways. You can do PG diploma, that is of 9 months. And the difference between the PG diploma and you can do 12 months of MSc as well. And
Yes.
in 12 months MSc, you need to just, we can say, submit a research module. But that doesn't necessarily affect to be a registered pharmacist. Both the things like PG diploma and MSc, straight of it go to your registration process only. But the thing is like difference between the 3 months, extra 3 months is MSc, and the fees are a little bit of high. For me, University of Brighton, the fees are for PG diploma is £15,200, and for MSc it is something around £18,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, OSPAP, yeah, you need to take admission prior to your, we can say, on the year. For example, if I want to go in September 2025, I need to get admission in October 2024. So you need to short out before 1 year.
Yes.
So you need to sort out your GPSC approval. You need to sort out your OET or either IELTS. And then once the university applications are open, the OSPAP is from the last many years. It is very demanding. So the application closes very quickly. It just in 3 to 4 days, all the application very closely. You don't need any kind of experience. Just in University of Hertfordshire, you need 6 months of experience as a pharmacist in your home country.
Yeah.
Other than that, there is no specific, we can say, experience needed. Some universities have interview, like for my university, University of Brighton has calculation test. For University of Sunderland, which is in northern area of UK, they conduct an interview. For Aston University, there is no interview, there is no calculation test, but it is like first come and take your place. It's like that, very very fast. They fill up the we can say seats. And for
Nice.
University Hertfordshire, you need 6 months of experience, and you need, we can say, calculation to be done. So this are the process, and then followed by we have a foundation training, and the foundation training is on the basis of ORIAL. Now ORIAL is one of the platform that you need to register by yourself, and then you need to give exam for the ORIAL. Based on ORIAL, they will give you one rank, and
Yeah.
in that rank, you need to select that where you want to practice. Either you want to practice as a community pharmacy, you need to take your training as a community pharmacy or in NHS hospital, or you can say with a GP, or with rotational. You can do 6 months hospital, you can do 6 months community pharmacy. So it's a very flexible. You will be a pre-reg pharmacist in that time, in that 52 weeks of training. And then in a June, there is an assessment examination, that is GPAC assessment examination. I will not go in detail because examination consists of 120 clinical questions and 40 calculations. You need to pass 80 plus in in the calculations clinical section, and for the calculation you need to score 25 out of 40 to be a registered pharmacist. And the one more thing that they have introduced, that is IP, that is Independent Prescribing Program. So once you are registered pharmacist, you can apply for the IP in your specific field. If you want to be like a cardiothoracic specialist pharmacist, you can go onco pharmacist, and then you are independent prescriber.
Yes, thank you very much, Faiz, for joining us and giving us insights. I was not
Yeah.
over here. Thank you very much for that. And definitely, there's a different process. People are writing from India, UK, and US. Every country has a different process.
Yeah.
But there is one question from someone, sir, are the process of UK and Ireland same? I'm not aware of that, frankly.
No,
If
it's not same. It's not same.
it's not same, right? No,
No,
same.
it's not same. Then you need to give PSI exam for the island.
Okay, for Ireland, you have to give PSI exam, guys. I cannot guide you right now on the
But the
Ireland.
thing, yeah, one advantage is there with the UK. Like, if you have a UK registered pharmacist license, you can practice in Canada in Nova Scotia region
Oh,
without any
wonderful,
examination.
wonderful.
And even for Australia and New Zealand, I'm not sure but you can practice, but you need to undergo certain hours of internship, but you do not need to attempt any opera or caps for that.
Oh,
If you
wonderful.
are a UK registered pharmacist, that's the advantage of it.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, can we give direct interview from India to UK for jobs? What are the requirements for the procedure? How to face the interview? Any ideas regarding this? Rachel Lewis is asking this question.
No, no. For UK, generally, see, for UK, currently people go for MSc, but for the MSc programs, it is very difficult to get sponsorship.
Yeah.
But in UK, currently, what is there? If you're a foundation pharmacy, as I said, that after 9 months, you will be in your pre-reg. So during that pre-reg only, that community pharmacy employer or the NHS hospital will directly give you a sponsorship. If you are capable enough that you are going to be a registered pharmacist. Because of the shortage of pharmacists, as after the Brexit, UK is now out of the Europe, so they have some shortage of pharmacists.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like OSPAP gives you a sponsorship security, but other MSc courses, it is difficult to secure.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, any other questions? One or two questions we can take about UK, and then we will shift to the Australian part because many of the people, want for the Australia part as well. Here.
The difficulty is in OET because you need to score B grade in OET or 7 bands in IELTS
Yes.
in all the modules.
Yes, 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 yes. I think the YouTube people are asking, can I go to US after B Pharma as a registered pharmacist? No, 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 no. You cannot. You need to go for PharmD first or the 6 years, course first. Then only you can go for the USA. Okay, that's important. We've just talked about. Okay. So I have shared the feedback form, guys. If someone wants to leave, if you guys are here for the attendance and certificate, you can fill the form and go. We are here to discuss the career of the people, and interested people will can stay further. No problem at all, because it's already 8:46. I don't want the people who are here for the certificates to stay more and simply waste their time with us. Okay. Can you brief? No. I am not sure if I can brief you over the Ireland program. I will definitely come and give the insights in group. I will read first. I will ask the people who are in. If someone known in Ireland who is in the pharmacy, I'll definitely tell you. Okay. Can you please share the initial process to start as a student from India and focus on main subjects covering pharmacy licensing exams? Yes, that's a good question, Faiz. If you would like to answer this.
For UK registered pharmacists, if I say that PharmD has a bit advantage here because therapeutic subjects are covered the most. I'm a Bachelor of Pharmacy student. I recently graduated. But if you have some like applied therapeutics knowledge, basics calculations, and pharmacology, then it is advantageous for you.
Yes. Okay, guys. So thank you very much, Faiz, for
Yeah, no issue, sir. It's my honor that I'm here. I'm feeling very grateful.
Thank you very much. So, guys, now we will go further towards the Australian exam. I'll just give you a bit. Australia and New Zealand examinations are same. Okay, Australia and New Zealand examinations are similar, right? So I'll just go through the process a bit. If you have any questions, you can ask me later. Right? Let me share this. Okay, let me share this. So, yeah. No, yes, perfectly fine. So for Australia, if I go, in Australia, again, there is a pharmacy council that is called as APC, Australian Pharmacy Council. Okay, Australian Pharmacy Council. Okay, and the test there is called as CAPS. Okay, CAPS. Okay, I'll come to that. Okay, but we will start with the process. So APC is Australian Pharmacy Council, which look after the examinations for foreign students or foreign aspirants, right? And what are the eligibility? Again, for Australia, there is the same eligibility as UK or Canada, either B Farm or your PharmD, right? And English proficiency, there is a little what we say, the freedom. Either IELTS or TOEFL also is considered here, or OET, Occupational English Test. Okay, any of these can work in Australia. If you want to go to Australia, any of these will work. IELTS, TOEFL, or OET, any you can clear and you can go for, right? So first thing is, in Australia, if you want to go, the first step one is, skill assessment. Okay. First thing is skill assessment for Australia. And what is skill assessment? They will, they will check your degree. They will check your degree with Australian standards if you have such skills or not. Okay, so you have to submit your academic transcripts, proof of degree to the APC, and they will take some time and they will check your skills. That is called skill assessment, as document assessment, document verification. That is skill assessment, we call it in the Australia. So after skill assessment only, you can go for the examination, right? So skill assessment charges are around 1300 Australian dollar. Okay, 1300 Australian dollar is the charges for just your degree and your skill assessment. Okay, and after that, the step 2 comes here is knowledge assessment. Okay, knowledge assessment, that is CAPS. Okay, that is CAPS exam, right? CAPS exam is APC, we call it, I mean, the full name is APC CAPS exam. CAPS is knowledge assessment of pharmaceutical sciences. Knowledge assessment of pharmaceutical sciences. Okay, this is a multi-choice exam that you usually assess your knowledge for fundamental of pharmacies. There are two parts of the exam, and the entire exam happens in one day. Okay, one in the morning session, one in the afternoon session. Part one in the morning session, part two in the afternoon session. Usually, sometimes, otherwise you can choose in one also. There is 100 MCQs. There are 100 MCQs in the exam, part one and part two, and all the questions come from pharmacology, pharmacy practice, pharmaceutics, and clinical pharmacy. Okay, and the fees for this is around 2,300 Australian dollar. 2,300 Australian dollar. And previously there was no limit for attempts, but now they have restricted the attempts to 4 only. For international students, there are only 4 attempts that you have to clear in 2 years only. Okay, not only the number of attempts, but number of years or duration is also restricted. You have to complete these 4 attempts within 2 years only. Okay, 2 years only. And yes, this exam can be given from India as well. Okay, CAPS can be given from India as well. So once your skills are assessed, once your knowledge is assessed, you cleared the CAPS exam with 60 to 70% marks. You need somewhere around 60 to 70% marks to clear the CAPS. Once you are done with the CAPS, you have to go for the internship. You have to go for the internship, and this internship is again 12-month full-time internship. 12-month full-time internship you have to do under any registered pharmacy or registered pharmacist in Australia itself. Okay, and the fees, sometimes they pay you as a research as a pharmacy intern or pharmacy assistant, or sometimes you have to pay them. That is the bad part of Australia, if I say. Sometimes because they know this is your need, this is you want, they don't want it, right? This is you want to do the internship. So in Australia, they charge you for the internship. Like unlike US, or unlike Canada, they pay you, but here they charge you. And in Australia, they charge you. I mean, all the examples I have seen, and I ask my friends or juniors or students, they tell that they charge you for this internship. Okay. And once you clear with this, you have to go for the registration. Once you have CAPS in your hand, once you have skill assessment in your hand, once you have internship certificate in your hand, you can go to Pharmacy Board of Australia for the registration. And once you are done with this registration exam, I mean, there is another exam at the end, that is Australian Pharmacy Council oral exam. Oral exam is they cover for they cover all the case-based questions, problem solving scenarios, and clinical decision making scenarios, and then only they will give you the license. Okay, so this exam happens twice in a year, like one is June session, one is November session, but in that you get only 3 attempts. For the another CAPS exam, you get 4 attempts, but for this exam, you get only 3 attempts, and the fees is around 1,000 USD for this exam. So the process are, if I just conclude this process, there are 4 steps. First is skill assessment with around 1,500 USD, Australian dollar, right? Australian dollar. Second is CAPS, around 2,500 Australian dollar CAPS you have to clear. And then 3, internship. I cannot tell you the cost. It is pharmacy to pharmacy. And the fourth thing is, your registration exam, final APC registration exam, that cost you around 1,000, Australian dollar, 1,000 Australian dollar. So the full charges of that comes around somewhere 6,000 rupee. I mean 6,000 Australian dollars. Okay, 6,000 Australian dollars, like five to somewhere around 4 to 5 lakh rupees, 4 to 5 lakh Indian rupees. Okay, and there is not this only. There are some pharmacies or some part of Australia. In some part of Australia, they also need the video conferencing interviews. Okay, and for that also they charge. If you are from sometimes they want to test your communication, your telemedicine, and your patient counseling over the phone, and over the technology. There is, see, listen, there is a test for that also. If you are into certain domains and certain pharmacies, they will charge you the fees of 750 Australian dollar for that test. And that is again done by Pharmacy Board of Australia only. That is again, after license you can get it. That's okay. That's not mandatory. If you are into certain domains, you have to clear that exam also. Okay, and then you can apply for the registration along with that. So I will take the questions here now. If you have any questions, please ask me. Okay, and the exams for English proficiency are IELTS, TOEFL, or OET, occupational English test. You can give them. The fees are around some 250 Australian dollar for OET. So I've heard that we need 2 years of experience for Australia. No, you don't need any experience for Australia. Immediate after B Farm or PharmD, you can apply, my dear. Okay. Yes, you can apply immediately after that. Okay, any other questions, guys? 4 attempts under 2,300 AUDS. Thank you, Susma. Thank you very much. Thank you, people. What are the similarities in exam other countries in Europe? I'm not sure. I have to study that. I have to, ask the people. Then only I can, tell you guys. Acha, OPRA is Oman registration, right? I'll tell you. I have the information about, Oman and all the Gulf countries. So let me tell you guys. Let me tell you about the Gulf countries. In Gulf countries again, including United Arab Emirat. For United Arab Emirat, we have already talked about. But for Saudi Arabia, we have the licensing authority called Saudi Commission for health specialists. Okay, Saudi Commission for Health Specialists, and the exam name is Saudi Licensing Exam, Saudi Pharmacy Licensing Exam. Okay, this is for Saudi Arabia, that is SPLE. Okay, SPLE you have to give. And for all the Gulf countries or United Arab Emirat, you need to have the 2 years of experience. You need to have the 2 years of experience. Even for the Qatar, I mean, in there are some countries, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, and Qatar, Oman, and Bahrain. For these 3 countries, the exam is called as prometric exam. Okay, Qatar, Oman, and Bahrain, the exam is called as prometric exam. For for Dubai, it is DHA. For Abu Dhabi, it is HAD. For Saudi Arabia, it is SPLE. But the basic qualification is very simple: B Farm or PharmD, and 2 years of experience after your graduation. 2 years of experience after your graduation. Okay, and then you have to go for the data flow. Data flow means your primary source verification, your education credentials verification, your work experience verification, license validity, and all. And after that, you can go for the exam. After that, you can go for the exam, and the fees for data flow is around 10,000 to 15,000 AED. That comes around 25,000 rupees. Okay, and then pharmacist licensing exam, MCQ based computer test, 100 multiple choice questions for 2 hours, including pharmacology, clinical pharmacy, pharmacy law and ethics, and patient counseling. The passing score is around 70 to 80% there. And the fees for that exam is again somewhere around 40,000 rupees. Okay, 25 to 40,000 rupees. And oral exam is required if you want to become the clinical pharmacist in Gulf countries or in United Arab Emirates. Okay, guys, that is important about that. Right, so OPERA is for Oman. Similar examination, but 2 years of experience. And before that, you have to go through the data flow for the credentials check. Okay. Yes, even to become a pharmacist in Dubai, you need that. No. Opera is usually no. Opera is, as per my knowledge, that is Oman pharmacy, examination. Opera for Australia, I'm not sure what is that, because that is called as, CAPS. Okay, as per my knowledge till today, I'm not sure, what is Opera for, Australia. I'll see. Opera is also eligible for. Okay, so see. There is no Oprah exam in Australia. No. There is no Oprah exam in Australia. I'm not sure. That is PBA, Pharmacy Board of Australia. No. I literally have no knowledge about Oprah for Australia, guys. Okay. Seriously, I have no knowledge about Oprah for Australia. Yes. CAPS is similar for New Zealand and Australia. CAPS is the similar, and all the steps what I just told you about Australia are similar for the New Zealand as well. Okay. No. CAPS is not replaced by Opera till now. For fee give for. I think I've talked about Neplex. We'll discuss about. I mean, you can check out the recordings later. I'll see. I think everyone is talking about Opera. Opera, I have never heard, frankly, about Australia. We have heard about CAPS only. I'll see if maybe I'm wrong, but I've checked. I mean, I have all the facilities along with me here. I have checked. There is nothing like Opera. Okay. No, passing the caps, and that is only thing. No, Oprah is not there. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. That is not Oprah. I believe you are talking about AFRA. Okay, AHPRA. AFRA. Okay, AFRA is Australian Health Practitioners Regulation Agency. Okay. I will see. Overseas Pharmacist Readiness Assessment. Oh. Give me a second. Overseas Pharmacist Readiness. Okay. That is not yet implemented. Opera is not yet implemented. They have, as I was just telling you, Australian Pharmacy Council and AFRA. This is the new registration pathways for overseas trained pharmacist. Overseas trained pharmacist. Opera is something I'll read about it, but it looks like that it is not replacing the caps. It is for the people who are already pharmacist in other countries, and with a certain experiences, right? They can come. Yes, absolutely. So to that, yeah, so there are the eligibility criteria for Opera: Bachelor of Pharmacy, Doctor of Pharmacy, and at least 2 years of experience is preferred. 2 years of experience is preferred, and you should go through the Australian Pharmacy Council. English proficiency is required, but internship is not required. Usually, internship is not required. I mean, not sure. Still, this is a very new process. Okay, this is a very new process. This is a very new process. Opera is a very new process. Okay, and I'm also not getting clear, things about Opera. But yeah, I mean, see, if Opera is replacing caps, I'm not sure. Still, I should not guide you wrong. If Opera is replacing, if Opera is replacing caps, the things are very similar. Things look very similar here, but here they have, they have written here, have pharmacy work experience, usually 1 to 2 years preferred. 1 to 2 years preferred, that is written here. Okay, in the opera in the opera document itself, they are writing usually 1 to 2 years preferred, not 2 years, clearly not mentioned. Okay. Yes, definitely. Caps has been changed. Caps, I mean, if they're replacing caps also, I'm not sure if they have replaced yet or not, but I don't think they have replaced yet. They are replacing maybe because they have tied up the hands with AHPRA, okay, Registration Association, their pharmacy registered association. They are, coming up with OPRA in maybe, next years and in the upcoming years. But the actual, all the steps are similar. First, OPRA pathway, skill assessment. Skill assessment means your pharmacy degree, transcript, work experience, and then OPRA exam. That is, I think, the CAPS, similar to CAPS, same thing, MCQ based, and that will be done only at Pearson centers, Pearson VUE centers. Okay, they have written that can be done only in the Pearson VUE centers. I mean, Pearson is a company, so that can be done only on Pearson VUE centers. This exam. So I think because they have shake the hand with some private company and the private association, that's why they are coming up with very stringent rules. But the format is similar: 100 multiple choice questions covering clinical pharmacy, pharmacy law, and ethics. 2 hours duration, passing score 70%. Fees, Australian dollar 2,500, around 1.5 lakh rupees. 3 attempts. Internship in Australia required 1 to 2 years, but in Australia it is required. Experience, not sure. Experience, they are also have not written here. Experience is not required even for OPRA, as per I'm reading this document of OPRA. Okay. And then you have to go for general pharmacist registration with AFRA. That is, I think they have added this, that you should, get the registration along with APC, Australian Pharmacy Council. You should also registered with AHPRA, AFRA. Okay. You should also do it with AFRA. Okay, so maybe, maybe they are replacing it now, but till date it was CAPS. Okay, if they're replacing it also, this is the similar process. There is nothing changed. There is nothing changed, but the registration will be, coming under AHPRA, and the exam centers outside outside Australia will be only Pearson exam centers. Pearson is a company. Okay, let me tell you. So if it is OPRA also or CAPS also, the syllabus, the fees, and everything is similar, guys. Don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about that. So any questions from you guys now? I think we are exhausted and we need a good food and good sleep. So any questions from you guys for now? As of now, we'll take that and then we'll do. Sir, can you instruct how to get MD after PharmD in Australia? I'm not sure, dear. I have never, like people were asking about MD in Canada also. As per my knowledge, people can do, but they have to study more than here. Okay, MD, they have to, in Canada and USA, the MD and before MD, you have to do a biopharmaceutics course, and then only you can go for MBBS or MD, like equivalent to MBBS. That is 5 years course, right? That is 5 years course. That's that you have to do, and then only you can get it. So I won't even refer to my students because this is very tough, because you are spending 6 years here and then again 6 years there to get this MD. It is not at all, preferred. It is not at all suggesting, something which I can suggest you all. Okay. So I think CAPS and OPRA, we are clear now, right? If they are replacing also, the same thing. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Even to become a pharmacist in Dubai, yes, we need experience. I think we are done with the questions, guys. And if any questions remaining, we can take it, further in tomorrow's class. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. And yes, you fill the feedback form. Again, I'm sharing here. Again, I'm sharing in YouTube people. Thank you very much for joining. If you have any questions, please, ask your questions here. Okay. Please ask your questions here. What about USMLE exam for us? Are you MBBS or PharmD, dear? Please tell me. Nisu, are you PharmD or BPharm or you are MBBS? How much is the fees for reattempt of caps? Reattempt of caps, I think it is half of the first chance. It is half of the first chance. Naveen Kumar. Okay. Yeah, unlike caps, it is having one paper and registration will be coming from PHS, I mean PS, whatever is that, and there are a little changes. Definitely the exam centers will be only, registered to Pearson and all. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay. And guys, one more announcement for the serious people. If you are interested in our medical writing diploma and CDM courses, you can register only today. We have started these courses today with the orientation programs. These courses are already started. The full-fledged classes will start from the Saturday. So if you are interested, please register today. Okay, if you are interested in medical writing diploma or CDM certificate course, you have to register it for today itself. Okay, so with that, guys, thank you very much. And now I wish you a good night, and happy to have you here for almost 2.5 hours. Okay, guys, and for the industry trainings and industry related things, you must be there with us tomorrow and day after tomorrow. And the last day is very important. Okay, so thank you, guys. Thank you very much.